Here in Italy today it's hot. By the way, hi guys, I'm Gagasita. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to this beauty space where we're gonna talk about eyeshadows, makeup, fun things. Even though I don't really enjoy to support the whole just new news, you know. So this video today is gonna be me testing out the Unearthly Cosmetics formula. I'm gonna be trying the Sleepover eyeshadow palette, but I brought this one here as well. This one is not normal eyeshadow palette, and you may be asking yourself, why is this girl coming to see the first impression on two older palettes? Let me explain you. I'm gonna explain. Okay, so first of all, my eyeshadow palette, I feel that I have like more than 100 palettes, which is kind of a nice collection. It's not the largest, but it's not the smallest either. So I have a nice collection, but on my collection there are a lot of the same brand, because I am like that. When I like a brand and I like the price and I like the, you know, the whole theming around the brand, I will reach out more to those brands. So I decided to start to go out of my comfort zone and started to try new formulas. And since Unearthly, previously known as Cosmetics, it's a brand that it's really hyped between the YouTubers that I used to watch. I was like, okay, so since I have to go out of my comfort zone, let me try something that everyone it's recommended. And I know those two are not the newest palette, but I decided to go for this two eyeshadow palette because, first of all, I wanted something that I will probably reach out and love. So when it comes to eyeshadow palette, my favorite color is pink. So you know, I decided to go for the Sleepover because the Sleepover, it's a nice, it's like a monochromatic eyeshadow. It's like a monochromatic eyeshadow palette without being too much monochromatic. So I was like, okay, so since I have to try, let me try with my favorite color. So you know, it's easy to try this way. But at the same time, I was okay, but I still wanna try something that I already know that I like, meaning berries and pinks, but I still wanna try something that it's more representative of the brand. And I was watching the owner of Unearthly Cosmetics talking about this palette, and she says that she brought this eyeshadow palette. She created this eyeshadow palette thinking on her personal taste when it comes to colors that she's gonna put together, you know, just to travel, something that for her looks really nice and easy. And I was like, okay, so that's a nice palette, you know, to try to go out of my comfort zone, try the brand, and I experiment a little bit with the identity of the brand, because you know, the owners said that she created this palette thinking on her own personal taste. So it's not about the trend, it's not about what people are asking her to do, it's something about her own taste. So for me, this was like a really nice palette to start with. I swatched the palette before, and I have to be honest with you, I was not so impressed with the shimmer formula. I honestly do prefer the shimmer formula from, for example, Oda's Eye. I do prefer that kind of shimmer formula, you know, the one that it's really sparkly. But this is when I swatched them. But when I placed them on my lid, I was so impressed with how foiled the eyeshadow looks without make the texture of your eyelid worse. And since I am going into my 40s, I need to think more about my textures, you know. but today's video I'm gonna use this one here, and in the future, in the really close future, I'm gonna use this one here, the non-normal one. But today we're gonna do this one here. So let's do a really fast swatch of the palette, and then we're gonna see together how I did create this look. Okay, so what about the packaging? When it comes to the Sleepover palette, I really like the packaging. I really like how she supports a small artist. I think it's such a nice touch, you know, it's such a nice touch. One more reason to support the brand. I really like these little things, you know. And another thing that I really like about the brand is that all her eyeshadows in this two, I don't know about every single one, but in this two, all of them are magnetic, so I can I can just mix match the two palettes and create my own favorite palette. I can just take out of the packaging and swipe, I don't know, maybe another eyeshadow from you know, I can just put another color, so I can actually create my own eyeshadow palette. I love this because it's like you have singles and a palette in the same moment, and the only brands that I know that do this are ColourPop and Natasha Denona, and I love it. One reason more to me to try and trust the brand. The eyeshadow pans aren't that small. I feel that they are the 36 millimeters. They are not your classic eyeshadow size. They are a little bit bigger, and they don't have any name in the back, so you really have to know where if you are like me and you like to have all your eyeshadows in the same place, you really need to remember where the eyeshadow goes. But that's not a big deal. ColourPop doesn't put the name behind either, and neither does Natasha Denona, so it's like whatever. But it's nice to know, right? And yeah, let's swatchy. So I'm gonna start with the color Flirt, and I use this color in the outer part of my crease. This color is your perfect bright fuchsia shade. It's a really nice color. I will swatch it here. Yeah, it's a really nice color. And what I love the most about this eyeshadow formula, how much they are easy to build. I was honestly so into it. And then the next color is the color Shadows, and Shadows is your warm chocolatey brown. It's a really nice color to mix with your pinks and to bring your look a little bit more on the neutral side. It's a nice touch to have it, and it's a nice single shadow to have as well. Yeah. The third color is the color Satin that I'm wearing as a highlighter mixed with the color Lauter here on my face. So Satin, and Satin is this rose gold kind of shade. I hope you can see the shift in my finger. It's like a pink with an extremely shifty, goldy, almost green shade. Let me just swatch it here so you can actually see. The first color in the second row is the color Stay In, which is, it's a really interesting kind of shimmer shade. It's not a metallic, it's more of a shimmer satin shade, you know. It doesn't have this oomph. It's just a everyday smoky eye kind of color, really nice. And then the second color is this one here, which is our Lauter. Yeah, Lauter. And Lauter is like your white shade with a lot of gold shift, and this color, it's really interesting. It's like your perfect inner corner highlighter, and if you're a little bit more on the paler side, you're gonna love to wear this color as your inner corner. And I don't know if it's me, but I can see like a little bit of a gray lavender base. It's a really subtle, but it's a really nice, unique color. I hope you can see. This kind of color never shows perfectly. Maybe there you can see. The sixth color on the palette is the color Sleepover, which is the color that I'm wearing on my outer V. Not Sleepover, sorry. The color Sweetheart, and Sweetheart is your perfect purple berry shade. And let me see. Look at this. Oh my goodness, I love this kind of colors. This kind of color are extremely hard to make them look right, because this kind of color tend to be a little bit patchy, but as you're gonna see on my mini first impression tutorial, this color here works amazingly well. The next color is the color Beloved, and Beloved is this pastel lilac-y shade, and you see like that, but when you blend this color on my crease, it was really similar to this one here. It loses the white base really fast, which is okay, but I feel that if you're gonna have this kind of color, you're gonna need to pack it over a white base. The next color, it's a sequin shade, you know, those matte colors with a lot of glitters, the one that no one understands why they exist. Yeah, this color here is the color Sleepover, and it's so soft. I don't know if you can see, it's this cool tone, almost purple brown. It's a really nice color. Okay, sorry, but the last color on the eyeshadow palette, it's the color Bouquet, and Bouquet, it's your pinkier, it's a coral pink shade with a lot of, you know, those goldy reflects. It's a really nice color, if you ask me. It's a really nice shade to have. I'm wearing as a blush. It's a really nice color, really nice. And this was the swatches. Now keep on watching for the tutorial part. Do you think that I actually know what I'm gonna do? No, of course I don't. But I have my brows done. Who is she? And I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna start with this color here and a really fluffy brush. I'm gonna start with the 228 Crease eyeshadow brush by Juvia. I'm gonna start with the color Beloved, this color here. Oh, I forgot the primer. Primer first. And I'm gonna place this color from the beginning of my crease through the mirror, so like so. The pigment, as you can see, it's there. I like this color a lot. Now I'm gonna grab my Sigma E25, which is this kind of brush here, which is, you know, the perfect blending brush, and I'm gonna grab the color Flirty, and I'm gonna put this color in the rest of my crease. I was not expecting something this crazy looking. I don't know why I was not expecting. This two color looks a lot alike. I feel that if I'm gonna grab this color with an extremely fluffy brush and then, you know, blend it a lot, I'm gonna obtain this color here. They look really similar. Look how easy it's to actually go ahead and build this color. The eyeshadows are pigmented, but at the same time they are actually really easy to build up. Now I'm gonna grab another Sigma E25. Yeah, it's my favorite shape of brush, so And I'm gonna grab the color Sweetheart, this color here. I'm gonna place this color in my outer V. This kind of color isn't easy to get it right. This kind of color you usually are more of a, you know, really patchy, hard to blend. Sometimes they even like lack pigmentation, but on my mirror, I promise you, it doesn't look patchy. I'm impressed with Unearthly Cosmetics. I will grab the fluffy brush and I'm gonna clean the edges here in the outer part. I like to do this just to lift the eye a little bit more and at the same time keep everything nice and blended. On my actually lid, I wanna do like a dégradé by using the color Bouquet, then the color Satin, and then the color Lauter. Yeah, I'm gonna do this 1, 2, 3, and then let's see. So we're gonna start with the color Bouquet with this brush here. I will start by not wetting this color just to see how is the sheen. And yes, the sheen is there. When you use it completely dry, it has like it's a metallic shade. It's not a foil shade, it's more of a metallic one, which is nice because if you're not 20-year-old and you have some crease on your lid, which can happens because of the sun, because of the age, because of the way you took your makeup off. You know, it's the kind of metallic that it's easy to use on your daily basis. With the same brush, I'm gonna go for the color Satin here, but I wanna try to use this color. Let me try to dry one sec. Okay. We're not here to play. Yeah, okay, we're not here to play. Now I'm gonna use this color Wet just to see how much we can make it pop, okay? So I was not ready. It became foiled in the same second that, sorry for that, my phone. It became wet in the same moment that I touched it. I'm obsessed. It's a really nice without being too much. It's like a really nice everyday-ish kind of color. I'm just tapping here where the two colors meet just to give it a little bit more of a blended experience, a blended view, you know. And I'm gonna add a little bit of the pink here in the outer part of the eye. And I'm gonna deepen up a little bit more with the color Sweetheart here in the outer corner. And now with a pencil brush, I'm gonna grab a little bit, just on the tip of my brush, the color Sleepover here, which is, it's a sequin kind of shade. Am I correct? Yeah, I feel that I am correct. And I'm gonna place it here in the outer part of my eye, just to bring it a little bit more of a dramatic look, you know, just to give it a little bit more of a to the eye. And then I will come back with the fluffy brush and I'm gonna blend this one over here again. And now I'm gonna grab this synthetic pencil brush. This one is the Putty Eye Blender by by Juvia, I'm sorry. And I'm gonna grab the color Lauter, this white color here. I'm gonna wet it and place it in my inner corner. Oh my. I have no words. Now I'm gonna grab the pencil brush that I used with the color Sleepover and I'm gonna place this color just a little bit, tap the excess off, really close to my lashes here. And then to the middle part of the eye, I'm gonna come back with the color Flirty and I'm gonna put this color just in the middle of my lower lash line. since I'm not wearing any blush, I could just... I will grab this brush here. This one is the Juvia highlighter brush. I will never use this something as big to use as a highlighter. It's too much. And I'm gonna use the color Bouquet, this color down here, as blush. Let's see. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I cannot. I'm sorry. I'm actually kind of sorry. I love this color as highlighter. Honestly, I am loving this color as highlighter. And I will grab this brush here. This one is the 134. This one is for highlighter. Of course, you know, the classic highlighter brush. And I'm gonna use, I'm gonna mix the color Satin and with the color Lauter. And I'm gonna create my highlighter. Oh, look at the sheen. Oh my goodness. It makes like the perfect sheeny. I love it. I love it. So let me stop the video right here, put some lashes, a little bit of mascara, think what I'm gonna do in my waterline, and then I'm gonna come back to show you the final result. So stay tuned. Okay, so this is the final result. I have to be honest with you, I'm really feeling this look. It's a little bit, you know, soft. I feel ready to go to work. It's a really soft look. Maybe it's because the lashes, I'm wearing the Ardell Wispers lashes, which are really natural. They look almost like my lashes with a lot of mascara. It's a nice touch, not my favorite, but it's a nice touch. But when it comes to the palette, first impressions wise, this is my first impressions, so don't get it twisted, it's just the first impressions. First of all, I love the packaging of this eyeshadow palette. I love the artwork. The owners of Unearthly are artists, so they really support artists, and it's nice to have artist done artwork in your palette. I feel it's a piece of art. And when it comes to the formula, I honestly want to try more from Unearthly, even though I have to be honest with you, this two color blends pretty much the same thing. I need to use them more, but they look so alike in your eyes. You cannot actually see a whole difference between this one here, which I was in my inner corner, and this one here, which was in my outer corner of my crease. But they work really nicely. They are easy to build, and the shimmers blend really well together, and when you wet them, they just look amazingly fine. Is this my favorite formula yet? Not really, because I like shimmers with a little bit more of a but the mattes are amazing. They are so pigmented. When you have my skin tone color or you are deeper, you need something that really shows up as soon as possible, you know, and they are as easy to build. So if you are not really used to really pigmented eyeshadow, you can start with a really thin layer and then add more and then add more. It's gonna be really easy to work with. So I will probably buy more eyeshadows from Unearthly based on this first impression. Okay, so this was all from me today, so I hope you liked the video. If you did like, please don't forget to subscribe, give me your thumbs up, and see you soon. Bye bye.